down tripping, I still lean on my Margiela. I'm from where they tip slow, when you know they gon' be jealous. Nobody need to guess me, dog. I'm quite sure you can smell it. I'm Dre,
Hey, what's going on? This is your boy Kadeem, and you are tuned into the His, Hers, and the Truth podcast. Check out my guy's new single tribute to Screw featuring yours truly.
A sight to see just like his new split screens. Day after Valentine's, I came from 215s, never revealing the plans on them. Hot, let me get a fan on them. All supply, no demand on them. Never curse, but go ham on them.
Hey, this is Steph G.
And this is Nika T.
And this is
His, Hers, and the Truth
podcast.
You missed that?
I do. It's been a while, man. This is our first episode of 2021. I'm glad to be back.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Glad 2020 is over, but some of 2020 is
2021 don't seem to be starting out no better for some folks, man.
No, I don't think so. But it's shit. I don't know. Well, shit. We can go ahead and just jump into some of the stuff. Let's talk about what happened on January 6th.
That shit is hilarious.
Them crackers and some non-cracker involvement or non-cracker participation. They just stormed the Capitol in D.C.
Yeah, they did that. Hey, yo, I know black people never would have made it that far. I know this.
As soon as we hit the steps, pow, pow, pow.
I know this. But just think about how organized that shit was. Just think about it.
Man, that shit. Oh. What make it so bad was, well, not necessarily bad, but funny, was people decided to do the most just to get inside. Like, the fact that there's the video going around where the people trying to climb up the wall, the same people that want a wall built for Mexico.
Can't get up the wall.
Or they're using the wall to get over to where they want to be. Now they actually trading places with Hispanics. But them motherfuckers, listen, they went up there and then they failed. One dude failed. And when we saw that video, black Twitter, black social media went off. They used, what's his name, Scar? They had Scar up there. And while the dude or chick, whoever it was falling, they had Scar with a MAGA hat on, like.
Trifling. And black people can't take shit seriously.
I don't know. I think that's how we get through life.
It is.
Cause what's that song where it was that white dude that was dancing? He was like when he shot JFK. Oh man, I gotta try to find it. But it was like some shooting on your ass, pow, and then the dude started dancing. Damn. Yeah. I don't know who it was, but
what?
That's who it is? Let me see. I'm trying to find it. But anyway, they used that for old girl that got killed when she was trying to go through the window. Yeah. They used that shit when she was trying to go through the window. They said, pow. She said,
damn.
I mean, you know what? I don't feel bad. But I was in a little bit of shock, like, they got guns at you, telling you to stop.
Man.
They want to go home to their family.
Listen.
They going to do what they need to do.
Listen. Before it even came out that they had let them folks inside the Capitol, I had already told myself, them niggas walked right in. They let them in.
And then you start seeing the videos.
Hey, come on. Like, y'all ain't fooling nobody, bro.
But no, yeah, man, that shit was funny as hell. And then I mean, they didn't wear masks. That was crazy. Not wearing a mask, and they probably were saying their names. And I think the news reporters knew what they were doing. They were like, "What's your name? You know, where are you from? What are you doing here?" And then white people, the crackers, was happily able to explain what they was doing while they were there, as if they wasn't gonna get touched. And now, you know, they.
I mean,
I don't
I ain't
know.
gonna lie, them no fly list videos is
Yeah.
funny. They funny.
Like they locking them up, and I don't know what they're being charged with, but
It's not what they're supposed to be charged with. It's
Well, we have to
shit, that's what
understand
they did do.
that.
That's what I'm saying, but they're not getting federal charges.
What they getting?
Unlawful entry.
Oh, had it been some niggas, they definitely.
Well, it's getting fed time.
Man, fed time, real talk.
Yeah.
Straight no chase.
I don't know.
So is they whatever they being charged with? Is it a felony or a misdemeanor?
I heard it was a felony. I heard they getting charged with a felony.
Probably get a felony, but
So that mean they gotta remove their guns and stuff from the house, right?
that ain't enough. You need to get the domestic terrorism.
I mean, it's white
I
people.
mean,
It
we
ain't never
know,
gonna be
we know
enough.
that's not what they gonna give them, but
It ain't gonna be enough. It ain't gonna be fair.
it's. I don't be meaning to sit back and laugh, but I do sometimes, cause it's like
That shit was funny.
I be like, man, they've been doing this for a long time. They've been like this for a while. It's just that, we starting to see it more. People starting to pay more attention. People starting to give a fuck. They like, hey, something ain't right. Hold up, let me see what it is. I'm proud that people starting to give a fuck. But yeah, they always been like that.
Yeah, man. But that shit was just funny to watch. I'm sorry.
It was.
Cause
Listen.
it was one black police officer that was really doing his job. And I don't care if everybody else was doing their job. The black police officer, they got the recognition for
He
doing
is
his job.
definitely
Thank you for
to be
It was
commended.
some Eugene something.
Definitely.
So thank you.
He is definitely to be commended.
But he wanted to bat the piss out of somebody because he whipped that mother.
Hey.
Bah.
No bullshit. I couldn't have been him because I'd have just been like,
bitch.
I got a couple rounds in this motherfucker.
man, listen.
One.
Get y'all asses back.
I hope that you.
Whoops,
I think he
man.
didn't shoot him because he didn't want to lose his job or go to prison. But I'm like, nigga, that's a threat on my life right now.
Right.
That's terroristic something.
Man, I'm trying to understand why these folks being protected. Why they ain't carrying their pieces too. Like, nigga, y'all need to be on the front lines right along with them. Shit.
I was some of the it was some black dudes out there that was selling Trump sweaters though. They was selling them
I saw
$100 a
that.
pop.
I saw that.
I said, nigga, if that was me, I'd have been like, hey, I give you 2 for $150. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead. Y'all ain't even gotta go elsewhere and buy the stuff. It's right here. You just gotta pay $100. But it's the
It's the hustler mentality. Like, that was smart as fuck. Like, use what's at hand. Exploit the shit out of this. Cause if it were us, they would exploit the fuck out of it. If it were us, if it were something like they have been exploiting us forever. Exploit they shit. Make them motherfuckers pay you.
yeah.
Reparations, nigga.
I ain't seen. I haven't seen anything from Fox that was just like discuss. I've seen CNN show their discuss, but not Fox, man. It's just, God, it's crazy.
I don't know, man. media, you can't trust the media, no way.
You can't, but man. Oh, what if you was there though? What would you have done?
If I was
If
there,
you was close
I
by?
can't even give you no answer. Cause I wouldn't.
E
Close about what?
the riot, the thugs, the looters,
Game bangers.
yeah, the gangbangers.
I don't know. I'm scared of them game bangers, man.
I would have recorded it. No, I wouldn't have been in there. No, hell no.
Nowhere close to it.
I'd have been outside of it, like, you guys, they're here. The day of the Kichi is over.
Like, I'm big on. I try to stay as far away from places that I'm not wanted.
Man, look.
I try to stay as far away from those types of places as possible. And I know if it's a large group of them,
I ain't going.
9 times out of 10, I ain't want it. I'm gonna stay my ass right where I'm at.
Do I have enough backup to help?
That part.
It's the people that's with me. If they gonna help, it's that.
That part.
I usually go where I'm not wanted, but I just go for a little bit just to see the reaction of people.
It's cause you an asshole.
I like that.
That's like what my job, man. I be going to them places, North Arkansas, and then I do my work outside, and just have all them white folks just be like, "What is he doing here?" And it's crazy that like my job would send me to them places, cause I'm like, y'all do know where y'all sending me, right?
They don't give a fuck. They don't give not
like,
one
alright.
shit. Just get the job done.
Let me reread this policy, make sure I can carry that tool in the car. So when I'm on the clock, I'm like, hey,
Facts.
cause hey, them pigs be chasing you too. And I don't mean cops, I mean pigs. They be in the
Them
front
hogs.
yard. Pigs, dogs, and chickens. Oh my god, I done seen it all. Got me reminiscing. Anyway, what's been going on, man? I ain't seen you in a while.
I know. I've been off to myself.
You've been quarantining without having a quarantine.
Yeah. Non-COVID related issues.
Cause our last pod was before Christmas.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's been a minute. I'm glad that we back though.
Damn. Yeah, I'm glad we back too, man. I'm glad we back. Ain't nothing else been going on. No wild shit. No dumb shit.
No. Just everything has been kind of just mellow lately. Working, maintaining.
I'm tell you, over
What was
the
that face for?
nah, wasn't that the wrong pipe? My car quit on me. I was driving and man, I've been putting off getting my O2 sensor done, and I was driving to the house and that motherfucker just stopped. Like I was, you know that I don't even know the name, but that little curve to get on Shackleford Road off the freeway. I came around that curve and I slowed down the yield. That motherfucker said, clip. I said, bro. God damn. And so I just pulled over to the side and hit my emergency lights and just said, oh, what we finna do? Luckily, shit, I made it home, and after making it home, I made some phone calls and got the person that I needed to talk to fix my car, and shit, it been running smooth ever since then.
That's good.
But hell, I'm gonna go in tomorrow and get some more work done.
Man, a lot of people say cars ain't a necessity, and I get it. I get it.
Why they say that?
But because you got other means of transportation that is a little less.
Man, yeah, but
money.
It be on other people's time. Though.
I get that. We talking about the financial aspect of it, but you know, cars are needed. They are a necessity. Cause like, bro, it's too much shit that's going. Like we got a million different things to do.
Like what? First of all, did the person that tell you that did they have a car?
I'm not saying somebody told me that. I've seen different conversations where people have said that. I don't know their business. I don't ask them.
Well, you need a car because especially if you black and you trying to protect yourself. Like what if public transportation tell you no weapons allowed? 'Cause I don't know the policy, but I figure they'll say no weapons allowed.
Right.
And it's like, all right, this nigga on the bus with a weapon trying to stab folks. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know. No, that's having a certain type of car can be a luxury, but I just feel like a car in itself is a necessity.
Yeah. A car in itself is definitely a necessity.
Plus, it's an investment, man. Like, what if your means of income causes you to have a car? Like, for instance, my job. I need a car in order to make money.
True.
So, yeah, you can't tell me that it's a. I don't know. To each his own. To each his own.
I concur.
It is what it is. I'm not even.
All right. What else you got to talk
about?
All right.
Let's get into these questions right quick before we do the topic. What will make y'all get the vaccine? Is there anything possible, or any possible good scenario that would make y'all say, I'm gonna go ahead and get the vaccine?
Good scenario?
Yeah.
Hell no.
What if let's say after a year there's no side effects with nobody?
I don't even get the flu vaccine.
But what if
Nope.
the vaccine, you had to get the vaccine in order to go into the grocery store?
Instacart.
I get
Instacart.
I get Instacart, but if it's something small because it's gonna be something small you need to run to the store to get right quick, you gonna Instacart it? That means you might not be able to get what you need that day, so you're just gonna do without it
until I can get it. Nah, I don't. Listen, I have seen different sides of the medical world. I have seen different sides of pharmacy. And it's just some shit that I don't trust. And that's some shit that I don't trust. Period. Because that shit, like, number one, the medical field is not set up to where they're looking for cures. They may tell you that they looking for a cure.
Yeah.
That's bullshit. They're not set up to cure you. They're set up to treat you. They're set up to keep you coming back. They're set up to keep you giving them money. Fix what's wrong. If you know that there is a way to prevent me from having this issue, fix it. There is, it's talked about so much how black women have a higher mortality rate than any other woman. There is. That's ridiculous. We have been mistreated in when it comes to medicine for so long. So long. We got the Tuskegee experiment. We got Henrietta Lacks. We got proof that mothers are dying in childbirth. Like, it's so much that goes wrong and these doctors don't listen. And a lot of people are like, well, we need more black doctors. We need more black doctors. And yes, we do. However, it serves no purpose for those black doctors to come in if they are being taught by the same system.
So, question: how do you know when you found the best doctor for you?
Man, I can't even tell you.
Okay.
And that's how bad it is. Because at one point, I thought I found the best doctor for me in certain areas. So, like, it got to a place where having that doctor, I began to realize that I'm now being treated. I'm not looking, no one's looking for an ultimate solution to my problem.
Okay. Second question: why are so many black women going to white male doctors, uh, or white female doctors for OBGYNs?
That's
Why?
because you have a lot of those. You have a lot of those. It's hard to find black female OBGYNs. Like, you have a lot
But why?
of.
Why don't? Okay, so why don't more black women get into that area? Who can actually and I know circumstances may not allow people to actually go through with that program, but the ones who are able to go through that program, or why isn't why aren't more people telling them to, if they become doctors, to be OBGYNs, or to have some type of feel for that area?
I don't think. I mean, I just don't think it's something that's pushed. Like, I don't. A lot of times, I think sometimes when we look at becoming doctors and things like that, a lot of times people look at it from a financial aspect. I know some people look at it from an aspect of, I want to save lives. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, people look at it from a financial aspect. What type of doctor makes more money? What type of doctor, is going to bring in more income? Some people look at it from that aspect. Also, I just think that for so long we've number one gotten away from our own previous traditions, but number two, we the father of obstetrics is a white male. They practiced, all of their different experiments on figuring out the woman's body and anatomy on slaves and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's not one of them things that's just widely pushed. I wish it was. I wish that there were more OBGYNs that were black. I wish that the system was able to be changed to where these doctors are listening more to their patients versus just saying, oh, well, this is a common problem. Here's a Band-Aid.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people, especially like going to certain like university medical hospitals, it's like y'all are just researching it off the internet. You guys don't. I don't know, but I've seen where they said, I looked online and it said no. I could have been at home for that
and
shit.
I could have looked it up online, and they get frustrated when you one of them people that's then looked that shit up online. But you have to also understand that doctors practice medicine. Medicine is not infinite. Like, it's not finite. It's not, absolute.
It's always research.
It's always research. They don't really fucking know. And instead of just telling you, hey, I don't know, I'm just gonna play around with you and you gonna be my lab rat without knowing that you my lab rat. Because you gotta realize these pharmacy companies, they take their medication. Once they have this medication that's been developed, once it's approved by the FDA and everything like that, they shopping these medications around to these different doctors' offices. And if these doctors is paying for this medication, they gonna definitely push that on their patients.
Right.
So I mean, it's a fucked up system, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I have an issue, and I think that's like a lot of black men also have issues with. Partially, I think they have the issue with going to the doctor just to check on their health alone. But another part is because we feel like this motherfucker don't know what he talking about.
Right.
Like I can tell you when something's wrong, and I can explain to you what I need to stop.
Right.
And if you don't have the answer and you don't have a way to figure it out, I'm gonna just stop coming. That's why I don't even want to. That's why some people don't even want to pay the bill.
Yeah.
Because they're like, bro, you ain't do shit.
I feel that. And then I mean, I think a lot of times we sit and we always say everybody is different. Everybody is different.
Right.
But then you want to treat each patient
The same
because they have a similar condition. It don't work that way.
Yeah, well, I don't know. It's all fucked up. But speaking of doctors, I'm glad to hear Dr. Dre is doing better.
I can't stand you.
Man, that brain aneurysm, man. And them niggas, they try to rob dude while he was in the hospital, man.
Who?
Dr. Dre, when he went to the hospital.
Who tried to rob Dr.
Some niggas. Them
random
niggas.
niggas.
Some, I don't know him, so yeah. Some random niggas tried to rob his house while he was gone. And they all got caught. It was 4 of them. But it's like, bruh. And then you got your ex-wife still.
And then he agreed to that shit from his hospital bed. He agreed to that. What was it? $2 million?
Oh yeah, Dr. Dre had to pay her $2 million to cover all of her bills.
Yeah.
And my thoughts were, why can't you downgrade your lifestyle? Why do I have to continuously keep up with paying with your lifestyle?
Because a marriage is a union that is not supposed to end. So when you get down to it, when you start to look at it from a legal standpoint, you are signing a contract. That is a contract that you're not supposed to be breaking. So while you're in that contract, if you are providing that person with, let's say, $2 million, if you provide that person with $200K a month, let's just say that right now. If you taking care of this person and what you providing would cover $200K worth of expenses, once y'all divorce, since y'all were not supposed to get a divorce, that $200K is still looked at as, listen, this is what they needed to sustain their life. Now you need to continue to sustain their life.
So technicality.
I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's right.
I get it.
I don't necessarily agree.
Technicality, you did enter a contract. Now the other technical part is you need to input until, man, you alright? No, you was not, man. You was not.
He been doing that for a minute. I've been peeping it. He been doing it for a minute.
You need to get up and walk around. But no. So first of all, they need to change them damn valves and input, unless some shit go down. But other than that,
but that's the purpose of prenuptial agreement.
Right, but this is what I'm saying. We entered this thing as husband and wife. When that shit changes, you are no longer my wife. I no longer have to support what it is that you're doing. You are gone. You are done. You are finished. There's no more.
I don't disagree. I completely do not disagree.
So, it's just shit like that really makes people just stray away. And everybody wants to say, no, this ain't, you ain't gotta think it's gonna be like that with you. And them same people that say that, see when it is the same shit like you, and then they be like, damn. And then they ain't got nothing for you. It's like, you want to give me advice on making it work, but now that it's ended for real, you have nothing to say.
I've got nothing.
Nothing. Yeah, I can't. And that's just the one thing that just eats me up is like, why do I have to continue to fund your lifestyle? And even if it's,
I mean,
even if you
that's
fuck up,
that's just the laws in some states. And again, I say get a prenup. I don't think prenups are bad at all.
I think the prenup needs to be signed before the marriage license is signed.
Ain't it supposed to be?
Well, I've never been married, so I don't know. But I think a lot of people sign the marriage certificate first, and then they decide on the prenup after.
I think it's supposed to. Well, I don't. I mean, because that would be my idea. I mean, my thing is prenup is prenuptials. It's before the nuptials, before the marriage. So if it's before the marriage, then I would think that they were agreed to before they signed the marriage license, because the marriage license is what binds them. While
it sounds good, you know what I'm saying, it probably sometimes does not work out that way. They probably do it afterwards. Sure. Talk while I Google it, please.
What you want me to talk about?
Girl, you mention anything.
I had to sign a prenup.
You talk about what happened when you got married the first time. I know it was some bullshit. But did y'all throw a prenup in there?
No.
Why? I know y'all ain't have shit. I definitely know you ain't have shit.
I mean, primarily that's why we ain't have nothing to let go of. But at the same time, I've always been a motherfucker that's been like, nigga, I'll start over. I will start over. I have started over from ground zero multiple times. And you done been there a few times that I done started over from ground zero.
Yeah, them was some rough times.
Nigga, but I made it out. Look where I'm at now. Shit, every damn time I bounce back even harder.
No, you right. You bounce back. There was some times though. There was some rough ass times.
Listen. You just can't.
It was rough.
Anyway.
To be there?
It was rough to be there. Why was it rough to be there?
It says this. It was just rough to see it happen. It says, from my domain, it says, despite the fact that a prenup is arranged before marriage, you can still sign one after exchanging our dues. This contract, known as post-nuptial agreement, is drafted after marriage by those who are still married and either contemplating separation or divorce.
So it's not a prenup.
It's post-nup.
It's a post-nup.
But you can still sign the post-nup, the nup. You can sign the nups, but after.
Before or after, you can sign the nups. Okay.
Nah, man, that nigga should have.
You gonna get a prenup before you get married?
I probably will.
Okay. I don't think it's a bad idea.
Because I feel like even though we signed a prenup, I still do for you from what I can. But I don't want to be binded to do something.
But you know, a prenup, you pretty much get to put in your own terms what happens in that prenup. You know
that's what I'm saying. Like,
so it ain't necessarily, the prenup don't necessarily just mean that you don't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? Some people put it in their prenup if in the event, you know.
That's what I'm saying. But I still take care of you. But I still, or you know what I'm saying? I don't want the courts to tell me what I have to do, because by then I'll be like,
I feel that.
I'll be like, bro, I don't even have to give her that. I can give her this and she's fine. You know, if we're communicating and I'm helping you out, I can tell you, hey, I will help you out for the next year.
Right.
I will help you find a career for the next year to get you on your own path so that you can now be your own woman. But I
feel that.
You know, and I've had to coach some people through what they call, what is it called? What support? What support is it?
Nigga, I don't know.
Oh, you ain't getting no money after your before.
Spousal support.
Spousal support.
Shit, hell no, I ain't getting no. Nigga, what? Never mind.
You ain't getting no hoe.
I was about to go there.
Finna
I was
go
about to go there. Let me
the
not.
whole rant.
Let me not. Anywho, next
Anywho.
question.
No, well, we can go ahead and just jump into this part right quick that I've been meaning to discuss with you. It's about how, you know how friends use their friends of the opposite sex? Mainly how women use their male friends for, to replace the intimacy that they're not getting from, a significant other.
Example.
Such as, you know what I'm saying? Like certain things that make you feel like you're getting closer connected to a significant other. Some people, like wine dates, or some people will take trips to like, romantic places.
With their friend
Yeah, with
instead
their
of their
friends.
significant other?
Yeah, and
Like,
well,
would they be in a relationship or it's
no,
not a relationship?
what I'm saying, no, they're not. They're not in a relationship. So what it is that they are using that friend
As
because
a filler to
Yeah.
provide what they're needing, what their
What their-
emotional need is at
Yeah.
that time. Okay, so what makes certain situations romantic? Like when you say romantic vacation or something like that, like is these friends smashing?
no, that's the thing.
They not like
They
it's
not
a platonic
smashing.
friendship.
Yeah. I feel like even sometimes I think some friends they can call on their other friends to come cuddle.
Sometimes, no lie, sometimes you do need that physical touch. I don't think I'm not a real touchy feely person, but I don't think anybody can survive off of zero physical touch.
I get that, but what I'm asking is in the
So
circumstances.
I understand what you're asking. So in those particular circumstances, if you don't particularly have a significant other to go to get that, the next person that is available is going to be that friend, and you're going to be like, "Hey, come cuddle with me." You know what I'm saying? Like it's it seems weird, but like there are people that are professional cuddlers.
I get that. I get that.
So why not get that from somebody like without
But
it
they
having
getting
to be
paid, right?
weird? They are, but why not get that from somebody that you know without having it to be weird? Especially if you have that type of friendship. I think one thing that I'm starting to realize is a lot of what I think would probably be normal and acceptable and okay, people don't see it that way. And then as along with that, um, people are starting to basically not have healthy relationships with others. Like the relationship, everybody thinks something is either negative or toxic that's being done between two individuals. Like just because I have a male friend doesn't mean that I have to have sex with that male friend. However, that physical intimacy, and it may not even necessarily be a romantic thing, a romantic feeling that she's feeling, but she does still need that physical touch. And if you're that person that's closest, she's going to reach out.
Okay, so my question is, if you asking somebody to cuddle with you, and let's say let's say she asks him to cuddle, and she knows he'll get a hard on while he's cuddling with her. Would that make the situation weird? Would she feel a different type of? Let's say if that happened to you with another male friend.
I'm not answering that question.
I'm
I'm not answering that question. I'm not answering that question. I'm not touching that question. I'm not answering that
so
question.
then it's kind of like, how can we actually we gotta, from that example, it's like it's kind of hard to actually understand and what's going on, because for me, I know personally for me, if if a female friend asks me to cuddle it's like no. I first of all, I don't care for cuddling.
The,
Secondly, I think
then is the is the friendship really platonic?
Yeah, I think it's boundaries though.
Okay.
Because
and you have every right to feel that though. Like you may not be that friend that can offer that, but if she knows that she has this specific need and she can reach out to a friend that can offer that, then what's so wrong with it? You know, that might not necessarily be your preference, but somebody else might be okay with being that type of friend for somebody.
that's true. You right?
We good?
That might be true, but I still think it's like I still think you gotta discuss that with the opposite person, with the opposite sex. It's like, all right, no, I don't feel comfortable doing that, but I still want you to be understand that this is still a good friendship. So
Right.
I would say I think cuddling in a certain position is I don't know, I guess cool when you're trying to show or when you're trying to comfort somebody. Like if y'all are, chilling, watching a movie or listening to music and you got your arm around it, all right, cool. But you know what I'm saying, like meet the butt. It's kind of like
It's weird. I get it.
yeah.
Listen, I'm not putting my opinion out there on
But
that.
I mean, it was
All
a clip.
I'm saying is some people don't have an issue with it.
I know some people don't, but I just wanted to express how I saw it and how I felt about it because I was like, I feel like some people are being used. Like this screenshot I get, it's a friend zone to the max, but it felt like he was trying to do more, and she was so accepting of it. It says from Top Golf to dinner, flowers, ice cream, and horseback riding. I ain't never did none of that shit with your ass. But that sound like a date, don't it?
It do.
Alright. You outdid yourself on this friend date. Daniel. Damn Daniel. you wanted to set a standard for how I should be treated, and you should set a high one. I thank God so much that he put an amazing friend like you in my life. Thank you for making me feel like a true princess. Pound, still single though. That's a fucking diss.
That's
a fucking diss.
That's a damn.
But that's the part. That's the kind of the part. Like you know what turns you on about a date, and it's like I don't know.
Because like my thing is number one, when me and you go out, there might be a time where you'll pay or I'll pay, and sometimes we go Dutch, but it ain't no nigga, you planning a whole outing for me and shit like that. Like, nah, nigga, I'm hungry. Let's go get some food. Right. Where we going? Like, it's just that simple. That extra shit, no.
But that shit,
I don't see him. I don't see him not having feelings for her. I don't see him doing all of this stuff and not having feelings for her unless he is not attracted to her.
No, I think in that situation, I think she know Danielle is attracted to her because she even put Pound still single though. It's like
so
you're
letting people know that he's in the friend zone.
You're giving him the recognition. Like you didn't even have to post it. You didn't even have to post.
You could have just texted him, or you could have called him, or while you were hanging out with him and getting all of these dates and shit from him, telling him at that time that you appreciate him. I mean, you ain't have to post it. Like, damn, Daniel.
You know what I'm saying, man? Like,
shit.
You know, I could be overthinking it, but I just see how sometimes people are just, and that's just part of people
say,
who take.
I like you as a friend. You cool, but I don't like. At some point, you taking advantage. That's the difference in using and misusing.
And I always say that shit.
See?
Don't misuse the next man. Heal first.
Heal first.
Heal. Because, I mean...
Everybody say that. Heal first. Heal first.
But that's really some real shit. It's like...
It just sound like everybody saying the same shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man,
I be seeing...
That's the same as people calling folks kings and queens. That shit is irritating. That shit is irritating as fuck.
I be seeing these posts on Facebook and shit. And motherfuckers, you know... I was telling you earlier, like, 1 minute, they like, oh, well, you need to... Like, it's weird that when it comes to a man, you know, a woman being understanding about his flaws, it's like we shouldn't have to. You know what I'm saying? But then on the other end, for women, it's kind of like, oh, well, a man that understands your mood swings and understands your blase.
Yeah.
You should have a man that does X, Y, Z. And it's
always,
just like, nigga.
I'm going to tell you, a lot of women on social media always post energy when it's beneficial. When they're not giving to somebody else, they never post energy on that motherfucker. And I'm pretty sure I'm wrong, but right now I'm right as hell. Because I have not seen it yet. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like you talking about the whole, the flaw situation. It's like, all right, you always seeing a man got at the new little meme shit with the boy and the girl. Yeah. She be like, how tall are you? 5, and she walking away. Now, 30 years.
Did you see the child support one I sent you earlier?
Yeah, I sent it back. I said, who wrong? I said, the bitch. The bitch. The bitch. like, bro, I don't.
I think like this is one of the reasons why I be sitting and trying to analyze me a lot when it comes to my relationship, because I feel like sometimes we do expect like niggas to be perfect, and then we want them to be like, oh baby, you're not perfect, but you perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? Like
women want us to have our shit together. That make sure some women want men to have their shit together so that it helps them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you know, they say the man is supposed to come into your life and help to.
The man that comes into your life to love you, to care for you, to protect you, that's by his choice. We need women in our lives to make stuff simple. You know what I'm saying? A lot simpler.
Creatures.
Huh?
We're not simple creatures. No matter how much we want to be.
Y'all aren't, but y'all come in to help our lives be simple. That means you could do stuff all dramatic as hell, but I simply need to just do this part right now. That is simplifying my life. Now, you can be dramatic over on that end. Long as on this end, I'm able to do my thing in the simple format that I know how to do it in.
Do you think we intentionally miss the mark on what it is that y'all need from us?
I just think it's not in y'all nature to understand it. And what I mean by that is,
I feel the same way about y'all. Like dead ass.
And that's okay. But my thing is, it's like we said before, men are looking to have a solution. When we looking to have that solution, it's like, all right, I understand you going through hell. Let's figure out how to get out of hell right now.
Right.
For women, at least the some that I've came across, I gotta always say that for some reason. It seems like, you know, you want to tell me about the hell you going through and just dwell in it for a little while.
We're emotional. We're more emotional than logical. And, we're more emotional. And being more emotional, sometimes in that moment of hysteria, we're not really seeing the out. But rest assured that after we done cried the tears we need to cry and felt the feelings we need to feel, we done figured that shit out plus some.
Cool. Great.
We process shit the way we process shit. Let us process shit how we do it.
I mean, yeah, that's cool. It's not gonna make sense either way, but it's like this. All right, to actually when a man becomes emotional, that's really not really receptive with women. It's really hard to be receptive with women.
Right.
We still, when a woman, when all right, so when the roles are switched, when a woman becomes logical in a situation, we're like, okay, all right. But when a man is emotional, it's, oh, what the fuck? You know, and once you get a partner that actually understands your emotional state, you know what I'm saying? As a man, it's like, all right, emotionally, I understand what you're going through. I understand, you know, these certain questions I need to ask you. I might not agree with how you're feeling, but I know how to handle the situation. And when I say handle the situation, handling it for myself to deal with.
Right.
To make sure that I can help you.
Right.
Not just handling your situation.
Right.
So, but like I said, when it comes down to a man being emotional, it's kind of, for me, I know a lot of times I'm already knowing what you're going to say in response to what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. And it's like, I've already anticipated that, and it's kind of like, all right, I knew it was going to happen, but I didn't know what to, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what to do after that. I'll say that, which means, like, you know, it's kind of like, I expected it. Now I got to go ahead and do what I need to do because that's just in me. But yeah, it's too much when the roles are reversed. I'll say that. Because
is there really
niggas
such thing as roles being reversed?
In the yeah, I think so. And when I say roles reversed, meaning like, yes, we all have the same logical. We have logic within our minds. We have emotion within our mind. But on the normalcy of it, you know what I'm saying, we'll call it a role reverse. So in the normalcy of it, it's like, all right, I'm opening up emotionally to you. I get talked bad about for being emotional. In the general aspect, not per se every woman, but generally speaking.
Bro, you the 10 man. What you mean emotional?
No, I'm not the 10. I used to be that.
Okay.
I'm a vulnerable person now. Very vulnerable person.
Okay, see, that's a stretch. Like,
vulnerable.
You could have.
See, now you disowned it.
Listen, vulnerable is a stretch.
All right, what do you define as vulnerability?
I would say completely open.
Just to anybody, or I could be vulnerable to somebody.
Okay, I'll give you that. You can be vulnerable to a specific person. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Fair enough.
Cause I
still don't see it with you, but okay.
Because I've said in my time, I've said, help me understand what you're saying. That is vulnerability, telling you, I am asking for your help, so that I can make sure that I'm on the same page with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's okay, because that shit is right there. We ain't been friends 14 years, and I've not been vulnerable.
There was some time.
Thank you. It might not be a lot, but there's some time. Because that still goes back to my nature as a person.
Well, yeah, but you know,
but I'm still vulnerable.
You ain't that much of an open person. You still 10, man.
I'm not listening.
When it comes to certain shit.
you know everything. Everything.
Don't tell people that.
Maybe like one or two things you might not, but you know everything. I mean, that's just shit. What is it? That's 14 years, dog.
That's a long ass time.
14 with you, and then my partners. Shit, that's 17 right there with them.
God damn.
And with 17 years, you done came across some shit. 14, anything over
Facts.
10, you done came across some shit.
Facts.
So it's kind of like, no, we just keeping it real.
I agree.
What else I gotta
Anything
ask you right
else?
quick before we get out of here?
Yeah,
Uh,
cause I'm getting sleepy. Can y'all tell?
No.
I wonder if the people watching can tell that I'm getting
I
sleepy.
know you be sleepy all the time, man.
Man, my bedtime is 8:30, fam.
All right, so last question. Is it wrong what Lori Harvey is doing? I
Nope.
don't know what Lori Harvey is supposedly doing wrong in the eyes of the general public, but you know, I say Lori's just dating. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just know of Lori, and Lori is just a very popular person, so everybody gonna know who she's dating.
Lori is young and she's doing
She's only 24.
Exactly. She's doing exactly what you should be doing in your 20s. Dating, enjoying life, having fun. See if you like this person. If you find something that's a non-negotiable for you, it's okay to walk away. Everybody want to say, well, heal first, heal first. Y'all don't realize that a lot of times people ain't hurt when they leave a situation. Sometimes people are not hurt when they move on to the next person. Like everybody ain't that fucking damaged.
You just refuse to get out of the 10-man part, so I'm just saying I'm not damaged.
I wasn't talking about you.
Very.
I wasn't even talking about you. A
I
hit
know,
dog a holler.
No, I
No,
mean it's just,
no,
you say everybody you say everybody don't need to heal, and I was just going back to you still calling me 10-man. Anyway,
that's for other reasons that we can't discuss on the podcast. Check out the OnlyFans.
the link coming soon. But no, I mean,
But nah, she doing what a young woman should do, and I know that oftentimes being seen with multiple men and different things like that, people automatically assume that she out here fucking them all. We don't know. Stop assuming, cause listen. I done seen conversations. I saw the conversation between her mama and her mama was really giving her the game. Like, listen, she got one of the best players of all time as a parent. What more could you ask for? She know what she doing. Mm-hmm. And her parents obviously don't have a problem with it.
I think that the negative part about Lori stuck because of the Diddy and his son situation.
Man, listen. Never know where your next husband gonna come from.
All right, fucking we out.
Hey, well, that was his truth.
That was her truth.
And somewhere in there, it's the real truth. We'll holler at y'all next week.
All right, y'all.
Vibrating on and 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 on. Vibrating on and 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 on.
Swing and I'm swinging and I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swing and I'm swinging and I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swing and I'm swinging and I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo, swing and I'm swinging and I'm swinging. Yo, I'm popping my trunk. Yo.
Came down trippin', I spill lean on my Margiela. I'm from where they tip slow, where you know they gon' be jealous. Nobody need to guess me, dog. I'm quite sure you can smell it. I'm draped up, dripped up.
Draped up, tripped out, my soul and songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. I'm draped up, tripped out, my soul and songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. Draped up, tripped out, my soul and songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about. I'm draped up, tripped out, my soul and songs pouring out from D-Town to Rocktown. They know what we talking about.